So we're outside Chill Meat Slaughterhouse in Essex, the slaughterhouse that slaughters thousands of pigs every single week, and I'm very pleased to be joined by Joe Carbstrong and James Aspey. And we kind of want to discuss why we think it's so important to come and bear witness and see these animals and show respects to their suffering. And Joe, why is coming to vigils really important for you?
For me, I feel like it builds conviction in your voice as a voice for the animals. It's important to see, to face them and to bear witness so that you can feel that emotion, see what they're going through, and then it will make you a stronger voice for them.
I agree, and I also think that by being in a place like this and be able to get footage and photos of these animals and help the people who still are purchasing animal products to really connect with that product being before an actual living, breathing, sentient being who screamed in terror and didn't want to die. I think one of the best things we can do is to be at these places, put that footage on social media and help people make that connection.
I mean, I think the three of us are lucky in the sense that we have like a platform that we can share stuff on, but even if you don't have a platform, even if it's just your friends and your family, that will really connect with them because they'll see that it's you here and it's not like showing graphic footage that an organisation shot, like you shot that yourself. And I think that will really resonate with your friends because they'll know that that was you and that was your emotion, your feeling, and you saw that firsthand. So it doesn't matter if you don't have a platform, it's just important to be here and get that footage out there. And I don't know about you guys, but being here kind of gives me that conviction and makes me want to fight stronger. I mean, do you feel the same?
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
Like you come here, I came here today tired, exhausted, like burned out, and as soon as I got here I thought, mate, forget all that, like this is so important that we're here, and it just gives you like this boost of drive because it just makes it, so real again.
And I was going to say as well that it is going to be hard. It's not going to be easy for everyone. It's going to be hard for us, but you can imagine how hard it is for the animals, and I think we owe it to them to be there with them while they go through it.
It's almost like as vegans we have a moral obligation to do so because we're the ones that love these animals and fight for them, and if we're not the ones that will see them, then who will? And we have a responsibility, I think anyway, personally, to be here and recognise them as individuals. I often feel worried before coming to a vigil, and it's a lot about myself, like how am I going to feel, how am I going to react, and then that truck pulls up and all of a sudden it's not about you anymore, and you don't even consider how you feel, it's just about the animals in that moment, and it dissipates any of that kind of egoic feeling, I think. And it's natural to feel worried about how you'll respond, but I think when you see that the animals suffering, it really humbles you, and and it becomes just about them.
And it is so effective being here. Out of all the things that I post online, being at these vigils and putting them on my Insta story, for example, these always get the most response because they know you're there in this moment seeing these animals that are about to be slaughtered. It's not just you come here and you see the animals and nothing happens. This truly affects people and changes people when they see it, and that's what it's all about.
And the more people that turn up to these things, the more they will listen, the more they'll start listening.
It sends a clear message to these facilities and ones like across the country and in other countries where vigils take place that we are very serious now. And this is a relatively new movement in the sense that it's only been around a few years, well only a year here in the UK, or just over a year, but it's grown so much. And if we keep growing this movement and keep having more and more people attending vigils, it's just going to make our arguments stronger. Absolutely. And make these facilities and these institutions, industries more worried about us, and that's what we need to do. We need to send a clear message to them that we're here to stay and that we won't tolerate what they do anymore.
Absolutely, it has to happen. If we're not here making that point and showing them that this is an injustice and this movement of us fighting back and opposing what's happening is growing, then they're not going to feel any pressure to change or to do anything. So we have to be here and bear witness and spread this message as much as possible. There's nothing else. This is the most important thing that we can do in our life. This is a huge purpose, and we should do the animals justice by doing what we can do.
I just want everyone to have some strength and realise that we're all in this together in solidarity, and courage is feeling the fear and doing it anyway, and we really do owe it to them. So
I think that's what I'll end it with really is it doesn't matter if you're worried and upset, it's just good to support one another. You have that support group here, and if you want to know why it's important to come to these vigils, put yourself in the position of the animal in the truck and what would you want someone to do for you. If you'd want people to be there for you and to support you and show you strength and love in your final moments, then you owe it to the animals to do that for them.